Greetings, and give maximum gratitude for this moment to exchange with you, to be energized with you, and to engage with you around the topic of wellness. If you don't know, I am Shanette Renee, a wellness coach, the Self+Care Stylist, and I am passionate about normalizing wellness and bringing us back to our true selves. And that is why I am hosting a interactive workshop series around self-image and wellness. It's actually called Design, Define, and Develop a Legendary Self-Image. And so I'd love for folks to get involved with that, to partake. It will be a really fun and functional experience. You'll have the opportunity to take away some useful, practical tools, techniques, and teachings that you can implement in your life. But you'll also gain community. It's just for a limited amount of folks so that we can protect the integrity of the space and that we can ensure that, we're engaging with like minds, open hearts, and people who really want to make change in their life. So, I'm excited about it. I'm excited to learn myself. I'm excited to see how spirit uses me and, how we connect in this space. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about how self-image and wellness are connected, as well as how I came to do this work from being a wardrobe stylist for 10 plus years. I love doing fashion and styling. It brought me so much joy, especially working with people and on projects that really wanted to see something different from themselves, really wanted a transformation. But in reality is only a short-term change, and for me, that kind of hit a plateau. It wasn't quite as impactful as I wanted to be on a day-to-day. It wasn't really me fulfilling my full purpose on the planet. And so I kind of stepped away from that. And fortunately, I was in a space in Los Angeles where who I really am could take shape, and that is being a holistic practitioner and person and lifestyle. And so, I'm just fortunate that I was aware and intentional about the people that I was around and with who could really impart their wisdom and who was open to share their knowledge about holistic living, being a naturalist, being an herbalist, reconnecting with the earth, and grounding ourselves in nature, all those things that, we're now really embracing, and I'm so happy to see it. But it will take more to be in true resonance with the planet and where the planet is headed. The planet is making a paradigm shift. So it's imperative for us to make one as well. And so that requires that we get to the root of the matter, which is, from my observation in working in fashion, in styling, that is self-image. And so because self-image affects every aspect of our lives, it's challenging to make a real shift in wellness when your sense of self is kind of off balance, or not in full view. And so this is natural. We all experience from age 0 to 7 being programmed by society, by our environment, by our parental figures, by school, by whatever places that we were routinely in. They all shaped our world, right? And so we're in acknowledgement of that. And we honor that for what it was and what it is, and allowing us to be able to navigate the world in the way in which we have. But we know that it's time for us to elevate and to step into our true power and to wield that power in the way in which we can create the life that is truly designed for us. And that's not just to have material things, although that's a part of it. But it is to be legendary. It is to leave a legacy. It is to really be transformers. And so that's what I'm about. I'm about transformation. I take that on a daily basis. And to be a transformer, it requires transmutation, which is, altering states of being. And what we're talking about is mental transmutation, mental alchemization. And so looking at, a version of ourselves and recalibrating that to reflect the self that we would like to see, right? And so, yeah, it takes a little bit of work, but that work is easily done when we're open, when we're excited, when we're fearless, just like when you're a child. But now that you have experienced life, that's where the challenge could come in, because you're holding on to an identity. And so it will take going in and seeing yourself with your mind's eye, seeing yourself from a perspective of, hey, who was I before I ever stepped on to this planet? Who am I in spirit? Seeing yourself as Source sees you, as God sees you, as the universe sees you, as Creator sees you, seeing yourself in that light, because you are a light. And so we want you to shine, right? We want you to be the universal you, the powerful you that has a gift for the world that only you can bring forth, right? And so that's the work that I do. That's ultimately what I'm doing as a wellness coach. Even though I work in 9 dimensions of wellness, my ultimate goal is to transform people's perspective of themselves and remind them that they're powerful, that they're purposeful, and that really we're all privileged. I know privilege has become a word that has a bit of a negative connotation, but I choose to recognize that I have the power to make words bend to my will. And therefore, I know I am privileged to be able to walk this planet in this body as I so choose, in the way that I can express myself with fashion, with my words, with my artistic expressions, right? That supersede my physical being, or where I'm from, or the degrees that I have, or the works that I've done, the places that I've worked, who my parents are, the places that I've been. All those things are a factor, but they're not the end all be all, because I get to decide who I am, right? And so that's really what we're wanting to do. And that's really what I want to talk about with people and engage with people about and exchange with people about and really energize with people about. So yeah, if you're interested in talking about it, I love to hear from you. Hit me up in the DMs, in the emails, wherever, however. I just love to hear what self-image means to you in terms of wellness, and how you've been able to shift your perspective of your paradigm in your life, and how you see that reflecting outwardly, in your community, in your spaces, in your places. And then, yeah, if you're interested in the workshop series, I'd love to see you there. You can find it at Eventbrite or on my website, or my social media handles, which is Shanette Renee. And my website is the selfcarestylist.me. The selfcarestylist.me. I used to be a wardrobe stylist. I'm now the self-care stylist, wellness coach, transformer. Those are the things. That's what I do. That's what brings me joy. Know that you are loved and you are loved. I trust that all is well. Ashe.